Hey guys, back outside again. We've got another nice weekend to do some work. We're gonna try to have a couple of friends over out in the backyard tonight, but that also means the back patio needs some major cleanup. So I've been running around doing errands, went to Home Depot to get some supplies, and that leaves me with about 3 hours to clean back here and before I need to shower and get ready for that. So lots to do. Hopefully I can make it happen. You know how distracted I get sometimes. So let's talk through what we're gonna do. I need to just clean up all the trash that's built up on this bar area, and then I want to weed out those succulents to make them look better. I also want to rip out these cabinets here, but I don't know if I'm going to have the opportunity to do that. I'm going to have the pressure washer out to pressure wash the patio, so I'll be moving the grill. We'll need to sweep first, so we're going to do the whole patio. You can see lots of leaves and grass and stuff. You also see my chairs, which some are kind of oxidized and the metal ones are starting to rust a little bit. So we're gonna spray paint those and polish up the plastic ones to make them look better. I need to edge along the grass here. You'll notice, you know, I converted the fire pit, which was kind of rusted out, trying to make it a fountain. We're gonna get a new one here soon. And probably make a big circle over in this area to set up the fire pit. But that's a ton to do, so I'm gonna have to be very strategic and take it one thing at a time. I think I'm gonna paint the chairs first because they're gonna need to dry before people sit in them later. But then I have to go ahead and hook up my pressure washer so I can wash them off before painting. So many things to think about. Anyway, let's just get started. I might just have to wipe them down, scrub them down by hand. I think I'll do that. So I'm feeling kind of frozen. I don't know what to do. I'm like, well, if I really just need to pressure wash them, that'll be the easiest. Or maybe just spray them with the water hose. Man, when you have like a time crunch, sometimes you panic a little bit. So these chairs over here they're just gonna go. The red and the green ones, we're gonna sell those. Try to get some other chairs that are better. I think I'm just gonna start sweeping and cleaning up first. We might have to wait to paint the chairs. I need to look at the paint and see if it has time to fully dry. I'll at least pressure wash them off. pick him up. I'm trying to zoom in on him. Camera's not focusing very well. Just trying to focus on the grass. There we go. It identified him as a cotton cutworm, so I'm going to see what that is. Meanwhile, I'll let him escape over here. Hopefully he's not too bad of a guy. So I looked up a little bit about it. It's also known as a yellow striped armyworm, and it pretty much attacks all kinds of plants and foliage. Not super good for the garden, but it's also got a lot of natural enemies that are pests, so I may regret it, but I let him go, and at least we know what it is now. We can recognize it. Okay, so back to work. To hook up the pressure washer, I'm going to use the what's called a turbo nozzle first and try to clean off these chairs before I restore them. Also spray off these chairs. I've decided that I'm just going to spray off these chairs, go ahead and spray paint them, and if they're not dry by the time we need them, we'll have these chairs to sit in here. But I'm going to do a little bit of edging with the turbo nozzle, and then put on this like disc shaped thing that actually helps you clean the surface of the concrete easier. It was really hard for me to not start tearing this out, but I've acknowledged that if I start that now, I'm not going to make my goal of getting done before tonight, and I'll probably be exhausted. So I'm just going to spray it off real good, spray down this part up here. I bought some stain, so maybe next weekend we can do the stain. This part of the counter needs to come off. If I opened up, the wood's completely rotted, and the front part is not even holding anything up. So yeah, we're gonna have to work on that. Let me see. Yeah, we'll figure it out somehow, but we at least need to kind of rip out this part because it's just not working, it's not functioning, it's falling apart. We'll probably leave this part of the bar out, but you know, this is not really a hooked up sink. It had a water hose running to it, which so I'm just gonna rip it out. I'm probably gonna have to have some help though, because this concrete countertop portion here is gonna be pretty heavy, even though it has like a cutout in the middle of it. The next trick will be recording what I'm doing without getting my phone wet, so fingers crossed on that. got a portion cleaned. My shoes are soaked. I always have to wear like my old shoes that dry really well. Squishy. So I'm gonna move the phone over here and just keep on going. It's looking better. I'm feeling better. I'm glad to get this cleaned up a little bit. It was getting pretty bad. Hopefully I'll be able to finish in time. I think we've got about another hour and a half maybe. Yep, right at it. About an hour and a half left. So let's keep going. Pressure washing is finished and I have 30 minutes left, which means I'm gonna try to scrub these chairs and wipe them down with the stuff I got. So not bad, we might make it. All right, so I had baking soda and a scrub sponge to remove the oxidation based on reading recommendations from the internet, or recommendations I read from the internet. Chairs are pressure washed, and I got this stuff at Home Depot to restore it and protect it. So I'm gonna put that on each one as they are drying. And that will close out this video, folks. I've got to go take a shower. It's 10 minutes after the time I was supposed to stop. I did give myself a little buffer time, but oh man, I'm gonna be hurting tomorrow. Be laying on an ice pack tonight. Anyway, take care. I'll see you next video.